welcome, Irene.
Hello.
So thank you for your willingness to do this session.
Thank you.
And I would like to start by taking an exploration with you with your visual journal. So I know it's something you've been working on quite a bit and giving a lot of time and passion to. So you can show me as much or as little of it as you wish and help me understand what you've been expressing.
Okay. So this is one of the latest book that I've been working, and this is kind of the theme that has been kind of coming up. Yeah. So I've been working the relationship issue, the professional area, and how they kind of interact with each other. Also, my personal kind of development, more like my identity as I become older. Also, I want kind of, even kind of not detach because I don't have any problem with that, but kind of separate myself from my family of origin, identify what is really my interest, my values, beside the values that I was taught as a child. So I also been exploring that. And
So
it comes up on the book.
what I'm hearing is identity as the big theme. Is that fair to say?
It is.
Okay. And when you look at this page specifically, I guess I am very drawn to the color red. In both the hair of this figure and how we're seeing red through there and red in the coat. And as you know, in expressive arts, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's just me sharing with you that that's what I'm most noticing. So what do you most notice when you see?
After I felt that the page was done, I was kind of impacted by this image. Because I feel that he's like squeezing them, kind of holding then, and she's like, it's like, here we go again. Kind of the devil advocate.
Yeah.
She's playing. The red for me means like passion and kind of even obsession with the things that I'm still going through. Yeah.
Good. So any other pages in the book you'd like to share?
Yes. This one is also something that I've been in the last year and a half, like myself and this whole world full of opportunity, and still I look back and I feel that I'm in the same spot. Even though I get other feedback from people, but deep down when I close the door, when I'm by myself, I feel stuck. I feel that I haven't achieved or I haven't done as much I could achieve. Haven't done. And this is just kind of there to explore, there to move, and most of the cases just there to show up. That is something that I've been kind of struggling. Just show up and everything is going to happen. And maybe this is the last that we can share. It's like taking over of the things that you need to take over. And this is me like kind of looking forward, and this is hi, being bold with the person that I want to be like loud and kind of joyful. And this little thing has been coming up, as the other picture that you have seen. They just show up and they still.
So it seems to me, what I'm noticing, especially together with your explanation, is this is your intention.
Yeah.
The seeds you're planting in EMDR language, maybe the seeds of your positive cognition.
Absolutely.
Are even in here.
Absolutely. Also, is go attached with the negative cognition. Is like I'm not safe. I'm like I'm not safe. Am I going to be betrayed, or I don't have enough as well. Yeah, it's all.
Okay, so interesting here, and this is very artistic way to kind of get at what we're going to target here in this session. So this kind of overarching theme you've been working with is identity. And there's probably many targets we can work on with identity. But kind of where it went today, as you showed me your art, is this idea of being stuck in the same spot. Mm-hmm. And this page of kind of positive intention is this idea of taking over. But what is blocking are these three potential negative cognitions. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is turn the page back over so that you're looking at it. Okay. And take a breath. And notice, Irene, that this is your intention. And I will read back to you the three negative cognitions you gave me. And I'd like you to listen with your body and tell me which one feels worst. Which one feels like it's most going to keep you from materializing this intention. Okay? I'm not safe. I don't have enough. I'm going to be betrayed.
The betrayed is not.
Okay.
I'm not safe. I would say I don't have enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I have it's like I feel that I have worked so hard that if I give, I'm going to run out.
Mm-hmm.
So then I won't be safe.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's like right now I depend on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to be careful. I have to be, careful.
Mm-hmm. And is the better wording, I don't have enough or I won't have enough?
I don't have enough. Or I will not have more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have enough. The thing is that I know that I have enough.
Mm-hmm.
I have enough.
Yeah.
I have plenty now. I have enough.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm wondering if I won't have enough is a better wording, because there's a little bit more future fear.
Yeah.
At least in that word for me.
But then it's like I feel stuck now.
Uh-huh.
I know that the future could be fine. The future is going to be fine.
Uh-huh. So if you're stuck now, I see what you're saying. Maybe I don't have enough.
Yeah.
Or even as we're talking this out, is there any other wording that feels better?
I don't have enough. Maybe I'm not enough.
Okay. Yeah, let's work with that.
Yeah.
So Irene, we're going to continue this history a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Going to ask you the three float back questions. So when you think back over the course of your whole life, and remember you can give me as much or as little detail as you're comfortable, how true, when was the first time you received the message, I'm not enough? Or when did you start believing that I'm not enough?
I will say my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
My mom used to compare
Mm-hmm.
me to other classmates,
Mm-hmm.
to her and friends
Mm-hmm.
and daughters.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that she was always very,
Okay.
judgmental.
Okay. And thinking back over the course of your whole life, looking back over the course of your whole life, when was the worst time you got the message, I'm not enough?
I always try. I like sports
Mm-hmm.
always. And I do remember one time I was maybe elementary school, middle school, and a teacher he asked me to run. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know for what,
Mm-hmm.
because I was kind of athletic, even though I didn't do exercises at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked me to run, but then I couldn't finish, and I
Mhm.
get sick. Yeah.
Okay. And when is the most recent time you believed or got the message that I'm not enough?
Most recent. Most recent. Maybe now that I'm trying. Okay, let's say with the writing, I've been trying to write, and I'm struggling with the English, with the Spanish, so I don't write in either one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that is a block. So I'm not enough to write, or whatever I write is not good enough, so people won't be interested.
Okay. So, conventional wisdom with EMDR is let's go with the first.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you be willing for me to set up the target around your mom and the comparisons?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, moving into some preparation, is there anything you feel you need in the way of resourcing, either a breath exercise, a visualization, a grounding strategy? Do you maybe need to look at one of your pages as a resource before we go into working on the target?
No, I feel okay. I've been working on the pages, yes, and these 2 days has been good.
Okay.
I'm okay.
So let's do this just for kind of sealing that in. So you've been doing a lot of art the last 2 days. So what I'd like you to do is just take a breath and reflect on that. Notice how that feels in your body. The experience of making art for 2 days. And what are you noticing now, Irene?
Just idea of being in the flow.
Okay.
No forcing.
Okay.
Timeless.
So are you okay if I tap your legs to seal that in?
Absolutely.
Take a breath. What are you noticing now?
Just relax. Like flowing.
So notice that sensation of relaxed. Take a breath. And what are you getting now?
Just calm.
So let's do one more slow, short set. Notice calm. I'll invite you to notice calm in the body. Notice calm in the mind. And notice calm in the spirit. a friend. Take a breath. And take as many breaths as you like. And then open your eyes when you're ready. I didn't know Joy was in the office with us. You welcome her. So how was that? Good. All right, so let's move along. Okay, so as a reminder, you're in control of the process at any time. If any point you feel you want to stop or a pause, is there a signal that you can give me?
Just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. And I'll check in if I see the signal and we'll see what you
Okay.
most need. All right, Irene, so we're working with the target that we'll generally call your mom comparing you to others. Okay. And when you hold that target in your awareness right now, is there an image that goes along with it?
Just like, just always criticizing me, kind of pointing, my fault.
And do you see that as an image, or is there another sense that that criticism kind of takes on worse?
I can see a specific moment that she even mentioned, why you are not more like. Yeah.
Okay. And in this moment, when you bring that up in your awareness, what is the negative belief about yourself that goes along with it?
I'm not enough.
Okay. What would you like to believe instead?
I mean, I'm enough. I can do whatever I want to do. I mean, I can achieve.
Okay, so listen to those three. I'm
Yeah.
enough. I can do whatever I want to do. And I can achieve. Which one feels like it's the one you really want to believe?
Kind of just like I don't need her approval.
So we generally
I
discourage the negative
The
language.
negative,
And I am going to recommend, unless I am enough.
I'm enough.
Because it's a good natural opposite from I'm not enough, and it's more core.
Okay.
And I think the other ones may go along with it, but they might speak more to what you do as opposed to who you are.
Okay.
So let's use I am enough, and it can change as we go. So in this moment, Irene, as you bring up that image that represents the worst part, how true does the positive cognition I am enough feel in this moment on a scale of 1 to 7, if 1 is completely false and 7 is completely true?
Like 5.
Okay. What emotions are you noticing in this moment?
I feel kind of uneasy.
Sorry?
Uneasy right
Okay,
now.
okay.
Kind of regretting that we are
Okay.
doing this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying kind of to put down
Mm-hmm.
whatever is coming up, kind of. I
You're
don't want to
noticing
go
that.
there. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't want to go there. Kind of.
Mm-hmm. That's good for me to know. So Irene, in this moment, when you bring up those emotions, the image of the worst part, and the negative belief, I'm not enough, where would you rate your level of distress on a scale of 0 to 10? If 0 is no distress or neutral, and 10 is the worst distress you can imagine.
7.
Okay. And Irene, what are you noticing in your body?
I feel like heaviness in my legs,
Okay.
even kind of numb, kind of.
Okay.
like grounded but uncomfortable, like heavy that I cannot move them.
Okay.
Um, yeah, just heaviness
Okay.
in the leg.
All right. So let's get going. I'd like you to keep bringing up those body sensations. Good breath. Put it together with the image of the worst part and the negative belief that I am not enough. And notice whatever you notice as I begin the stimulation. Breath. What are you noticing now?
I'm just kind of go with the idea of I'm not enough, like repeating, over and over.
Go with that. Breath. What are you noticing now, Irene?
Kind of a resentment.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, resentment that I don't feel that she was ever able to get me to understand, and even now, yeah.
Let's go with that. Breath. What are you getting?
That if I wasn't able to do things at the time was because I didn't have the support, because they didn't have the way. I mean, they weren't able to provide. And I always wanted to do different things that my family they were not used to. Like I always wanted to play guitar, but nobody in my family played guitar. I wanted to take acting classes, but nobody. That was kind of out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
for them. I used to love playing volleyball, but then that was kind of something weird for them. And even with the music, um, so yeah, they kind of disregard.
Go with that. Breath. What are you getting now?
A time that I used to write kind of poems.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. I gave it once for her to read, and she just said like, "Oh, you're always writing the same. All of them looks is the same." Yeah.
Go with that. Breath. What are you getting now, Irene?
That I don't need their approval. Um, I don't need them to understand what I do, how I do it, or what I am.
Go with that. What are you getting?
Just kind of all the things that I've been doing. That she wasn't available because her own issues. I've been always, I have had people
Yeah.
there supporting.
Breath. What are you noticing, Irene?
I don't know, look. I don't know.
Let's check back in with target then.
Okay.
So when you bring up the image where we began in this target, what are you noticing right now? Can you go with that? You don't have to say. Breath. What are you getting now?
That I'm doing the same to myself that she used to do.
Let's go with that. Breath. What are you noticing now?
black, kind of.
Blocked?
No, like
Oh,
no neutral, but
okay.
I don't know.
Well, let's check in then again.
Okay.
So, bringing up the image where we began once
Uh-huh.
more. In this moment, what are you noticing?
It's like kind of telling me that I should know better. So I help people on this. It's like help yourself.
Go with that. What are you getting now, Irene?
I came kind of things that I kind of self-defeating myself, like behaviors that I'm still engaging. Um, yeah.
Keep going. Breath. What are you getting?
I don't thinking about her anymore. Um, and it's more about me taking responsibility and doing what I know that I can do.
Let's go.
But I need to change. So
Let's go with that. Breath. What are you noticing?
The idea of I have to remain teachable,
Mm-hmm.
um, and that feeling not enough, the insecurities, we all in one way or another feel like that. So it's part of the human condition, and I shouldn't kind of let that to stop me. Yeah, and just show up.
Go with that. Breath. What are you noticing, Irene?
I just notice, learn that I haven't disappointed myself.
Go with that. What are you getting?
That I'm a badass.
That I'm a badass? Let's go with that. Breath.
What I notice.
Yeah.
Just that yes, I have weaknesses like
Mhm.
we all have, but still I have a strength, and they are bold. I mean, they are strong,
Mhm.
and the thing that I have, kind of my goals, I have achieved. I would say
Mhm.
all of them
Yeah.
in one way or another.
Mhm.
The ones that still I'm not there, like the office, and I look back and still has the journey has been a learning process, and I
Mhm.
have enjoyed every moment.
Mhm.
And I will not do anything else but that.
Let's go with that. Let's check in. So when you bring up the image where we began, what are you noticing about it now?
Yeah, nothing. It's more in the present.
Okay.
Pay no attention.
Okay. So with the original image, just to check on a scale of 0 to 10, if 0 is no disturbance or neutral and 10 is the worst you can imagine, where would you rate the level of disturbance?
0.
0,
Yeah.
okay. So when we began, the positive cognition that you indicated was I am enough.
Mm-hmm.
Does that still fit, or is there a positive cognition that fits even better?
Yes. I am enough. I can make it, or yeah, I can do it. I can figure out. Yeah.
So of those, I am enough, I can do it, I can figure it out. Is there one that really kind of most jumps
I
out?
don't know. I can do it. I can do it because I always figure out.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright, so
I will
let's,
figure out. Yeah.
yeah, so let's go with that. I can do it because I always figure it out.
Yeah,
And let's
I
see
have
where
to
that takes us. Breath. What are you noticing now?
I'm just thinking about the things that I'm going to be doing this year.
Okay.
It's more in the future right now.
Breath. So, on a scale of 1 to 7, when you bring up that original image now, how true does that positive belief feel? I can do it because I always figure it out. On a scale of 1 to 7, if 1 is completely false and 7 is completely true.
7.
Okay, let's install that. Breath. What are you getting?
The thing that I have done kind of, yeah, different of my family and even friends.
So notice that different from family and even friends. Breath. What are you getting now?
Yes. Feeling okay.
Good.
Yep.
So I'm going to gently challenge something here. And a lot of this is because we've worked together a long time and there's just a little instinct I'm feeling that I want to follow. So I can do it because I always figured out solid positive cognition. For me though, it is still very kind of behavior oriented, like it's what I do as opposed to who I am as a person. So I still want to test out I am enough, if we may, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
All right, so bring up the original image where we began. And as you do, how true does the positive cognition feel at your gut level that I am enough on a scale of 1 to 7, if 1 is completely false and 7 is completely true?
With original.
Yes.
7.
It's a 7? Okay. So let's hold together I am enough together with the original image. Breath. What are you noticing now, Irene?
The attention is not on the image, the target.
Okay.
It's more like what I'm going to do, behavior.
Uh-huh.
When the thought of I'm not enough
Okay.
came again, the negative.
Let's go with all that. Breath. All right, so scan your body from your head all the way down to your toes and tell me what you're noticing now.
I can move the leg.
You can move the leg?
Yeah.
And interesting how you're kind of moving them back and forth. So just kind of stay with that idea.
Okay.
Kind of moving the legs. Let your natural process flow with them. And maybe hold that together with the positive belief, I am enough. And any memory of the original image. breath. Anything else you're noticing? All right, so let's move on to our closure then. So in this moment, is there anything you feel you need specifically to feel okay wrapping up our session and going into the rest of your evening?
I'm okay.
Okay. So my next natural question for you is, are you kind of getting a prompt about where you might want to go in your book or with your art next?
Maybe with the idea of building the community,
Mm-hmm.
kind of showing up
Yeah.
more,
Yeah.
and getting out there, but relating
Mm-hmm.
with other people in the community more.
So what I'd like to invite you to do is get your book that you showed me at the beginning of the
Okay.
session. And I'd like you, Irene, to open up to the Take Charge page that you showed me when we began. Oh, taking
Mhm.
over, yeah. So in this moment, as you look at the page, what are you noticing?
That I've been doing all by myself, kind of feeling that I have to do all by myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And anything else?
And with that, maybe keeping people
Mm-hmm.
away.
Mm-hmm. So maybe a next page to go to would be more about community, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Good. All right, well, I look forward to seeing what you come up with next time.
Thank you.
Thank you. So hello, Irene.
Hello.
So it's been a couple days since we did our first session, and I see you already have your book out
Yes.
and open. So what would you like to show me?
Okay, this is something that happened. Actually, was yesterday.
Yeah. So I know we had talked about community
Yes.
and sensing more into community, and
Mhm.
I mean, I feel that when I'm looking at this because of the images, but can you help me understand a little bit more of what went into this?
This was kind of a game
Mhm.
exercise that we tried, and we were like 4, and we all work in each other
Mhm.
pages or books.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the result of the community,
Love it.
and everybody did something, and this is kind of the final results, and it's kind of work out.
Right. So how does
Not
it
really.
how does it feel for you looking at this now?
At the beginning I have kind of to work on acceptance,
Mm-hmm.
what it is, and that is what I got from this page, is accepting our
Mm-hmm.
strength, our weakness, but also our friends
Mhm.
and the community,
Mm-hmm.
styles, and how we together become stronger
Mm-hmm.
and beautiful,
Yeah.
because it's the final results.
And it seemed like in the last session that was a big part of the solution you had tapped into, was relying on community as you move forward with your goals here and future directions. So what I'd first like to do is check in with the targets that we worked on
Okay.
in our session. So the target memory, if I'm recalling and what I have in my notes, is related to your mother and some things from childhood there. In this moment, when you bring that up, what are you noticing about it?
Just the memory.
Okay. On a scale of 0 to 10, if 0 is no distress or neutral and 10 is the worst you can imagine, where would you rate it?
Neutral.
And the positive cognition that we installed is I am enough. So in this moment, as you bring up that target memory with your mother, how true does the positive belief I am enough feel at the gut level?
True, completely true.
7.
Okay. 7.
So how would you feel about moving that into a future template?
Okay.
To maybe work with some of your future career goal issues, what you're building on now, moving forward with career and anything else. So let's choose a future scenario target here. Possibly could be with your mother or with something else. What are you feeling for a future target?
I'm going to take off my shoes. Okay?
Sure, please do.
Yeah. Kind of putting myself out there, maybe networking. It's something that I've been kind of avoiding, but it's needed.
So what image represents the worst part of that future scenario for you?
Getting into the small talks, kind of the uncomfortable silence when you meet someone, and kind of the first. Hi, my name is blah blah blah.
So that uncomfortable silence and that small talk. Okay. So when you bring up that worst part of the future scenario with the positive belief of I am enough, what is your gut level feeling of how true that feels to you right now, with 1 being completely false and 7 being completely true?
I mean, it's 7. 6.
Okay. Yeah, so I was about to ask what else, 'cause it
6.
seems like your body's telling a different story. So let's go with it at 6.
Okay.
So what emotions do you feel when you bring up that worst part of the future scenario?
Like some anxiety, kind of avoidance.
And what is your level of disturbance as you bring up that worst part, with 0 being no disturbance or neutral and 10 being the worst you can imagine?
A 7.
Okay.
6.
And what are you noticing in your body in this moment as you bring up the worst part and the emotions all together?
Kind of maybe uneasy, the shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, this part, kind of missing.
All right, so let's go with that. What are you getting now?
Just the idea of that I just need to show up, kind of do what I need to do.
Let's go with that.
come into my mind different situations that it's always has worked out.
Okay.
Always. Yeah.
Breath.
Came in memory when I was maybe intermediate school
Mm-hmm.
that I wasn't allowed. One of the friends, the popular kid,
Yeah.
didn't allow me to be with the group
Mm-hmm.
of other girls because I didn't have like a something like a something in the head that
Mhm.
used to be kind of people were using at the time or
Mhm.
something. So because I didn't have it, she didn't allow me. Um, but hasn't happened again. So I've been always been welcome.
Let's go with
Yeah,
that.
it's just random.
Breath. What are you getting?
Again, the idea of that everything is fine. That I still get it. I just show up,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, at minimum, you are going to be a good companion.
Let's go with that. Breath.
Just show up. Nothing.
Okay, so let's check in. When you bring up that worst part of the future scenario that we started with a while ago, where would you rate the distress in this moment, 0 to 10? If 0 is no distress or neutral, and 10 is the worst you can imagine.
And natural.
Neutral? Okay. So let's test out the positive cognition of I am enough. So when you bring up I am enough and the worst part of that future scenario, how true does it feel at a gut level on a scale of 1 to 7? If 1 is completely false and 7 is completely true.
7.
Okay. So let's hold that I am enough together as a completely true statement with that image or worst part of the future scenario. Breath. What are you noticing?
Yeah, the same idea, just calm.
Okay, so hold that body sensation of calm together with I am enough, which has been further installed. Breath. What are you noticing, Irene?
I want to stay here.
I'm sorry?
I just want to stay here with eyes closed, just like this.
So let's do something
It's
with
so
this.
calm, yeah.
Let's note. Let's have you
Yeah.
just do that. Be here
Uh-huh.
now with this sensation.
Yeah.
Notice what is appealing to you about this sensation. Breath. What are you noticing now?
Right now, maybe it's more like the connection. Maybe because we are doing a kind of the tapping, is that physical connection, that kind of, and it's related to community. So, yeah.
Keep noticing that. Breath. What are you noticing?
Just peaceful.
Good. So knowing that you'll be kind of leaving here soon to walk out into the rest of your future goals and intentions, can you visualize yourself, because you're a very visual person, so I might suggest a visualization. carrying this calm and carrying this connection in some way into your work life, into the coming days, into the coming weeks. Okay, let's go with that. And what are you getting right now?
Just calm, the same kind of.
Okay. Okay.
It's good.
Good. So once again, I would ask if there's a way you can see yourself putting this onto the page in another way when you leave here.
Will do.
Will do. All right. Anything else you need for closure before we wrap up today?
No, I think that, yeah, this has been good, kind of good.
Great.
It's been good.
Wonderful. I thank you once again.